know if you can hear me and see me, and we'll get ready to roll here shortly. There we go. We'll give everyone a minute. They're coming in like crazy. So once again, let me know if you can hear me and see me. Let me know where you're calling from. All over the world again. Will from New Mexico. Ernie from Florida. Dick from Michigan. San Antonio, Texas. Dublin. John from Dublin. Maria. Yeah, we're coming in there quick. El Paso, Texas. Love to hear it, David. Love to hear it. Today will be a fun call. We're actually thinking about doing a bonus call on the following Monday, and that will be an interesting call. We are going to set up a store that only sells one design. The entire store will only ever sell one design. We're going to see if we can generate a crazy amount of sales from one design, one store. Let's see. Question, please. Can you give us a hex code for the color used on the laser engraved tumblers? We actually put a gradient on there, so all we're using is a gray and adjusting it with a gradient overlay. I'll see if I can get Matthew to make a video. That gives it the realistic metal look. That's what you're after. Am I correct there, Michael? I'll make a note here. Yeah, it looks silver. That's a gradient overlay. And we can show you how we give it that metal look. I'll make a quick note here. It looks much better than just being flat, a flat color. The eyes do deceive us, yes. Joyce, did you see the images? I am sending out those products. They are all going to be shipped tomorrow. Just waiting for a couple pieces to come in. They arrive tomorrow. Yeah, we can get you a metal-looking video. Yeah, we'll just put it right on the YouTube channel because that's something that everybody's interested in. So that's where we'll probably put it. Okay. Yeah, Joyce, I sent you a Skype message. You should be able to see a couple of the example photos of our new little magic product. Okay, let's get rolling. We are going to switch gears a little bit away from politics and move over to personalization. I'm going to show you a couple of the very basic products, and then we're going to move tomorrow. We're going to do a couple of the more advanced products, but let's just get things rolling here. And now you can see my screen. Oh, that's very interesting, David. Very interesting. I've never had that happen before, but hey, you never know. Okay, let's take a look at some of the ideas for personalization, and then I'm going to create one listing just so you can see how we put the pieces together. We're going to take a look at personalization and increasing our average order value. That is one of the tricks. There is no upsells in Etsy. You have to be creative, and we will be covering, I believe it's going to be on Thursday, one of the great hidden features of Etsy. We're going to take a quick look at that, and I'll show you how it can pretty much generate sales every time you hit the button. So Thursday, we'll do the magic button call. Right now, let's take a look at some of the personalized items we put in. I'll show you a couple of our all-time best sellers. Let's just take a look here at, first of all, professions. No, hang on. It is under, yeah, you'll see the idea right here. This one is just for birthdays. You can put in every single year. And this is what it looks like. We used a royalty-free image of Trump. And then we just create one for each birth year. And that's exactly what it looks like. The personalization here, they can just add their name. And of course, if you're using the paid version of Locker Stock, it'll just pick that name up and go right on the mug. So it's fully automated. And if you're doing it manually, then you just submit the order manually. That's totally up to you. And tomorrow we will be taking a look at advanced products, and we will take a look at automation. Those are two things that, well, the big thing to look at is automation. We just could not keep up with doing these orders manually. We get so many of them that it is just about impossible to keep up. So let's take a look. Everybody has seen this design. It has been everywhere. There's nothing new here, but it sells like crazy. Let's go back here. This one, we definitely charge more for this one. This is another idea for personalization. We had somebody on Fiverr make us a template from a photo, and I believe this was Trump giving Jeff Sessions a pat on the back. I could be wrong. I think that's what it was. Anyway, what we did is we just had it made and we had them remove the head. So every time we get an order, they just upload a photo, and we actually just have our person just draw a cartoon on the head, and then he just drops it right on the body. So this body always stays the same, and we just drop the head in there. And I think they charge us like $3 to make the little cartoon face. And they end up looking pretty good. And we, get a lot of really decent reviews of this one. I think there might even be some here. This is a custom image upload. Made my dad very happy. Let me just see if we can find some of these here. Turned out great and shipped quickly. Very pleased and love the coffee cup. Yeah, and you can see that is, people absolutely love that one. We also did this one to personalize by profession instead of by you're just a great dad. We can actually do this one with nurses. Once again, we just took the exact same drawing and we just had a nurse body put on there, and we just dropped the head on top of this image. And of course, this just gives them the idea. This works really well to show a photo. We put a Polaroid frame on it and the little arrow and a little tiny bit of text on there. We're going to create a basic personalized product here shortly. And then I'm going to show you how we increase the average order value. Of course, this one we're definitely charging more for it because you have to take into account the extra $3 and there's a little bit of manual work. We have this open in Photoshop, and when he gives us the head, we'll just drop it on. Or if we're using the same designer, we just give each one of them the template, and then they just put the head on there and send us the PNG. So it's not really automated, but it's definitely worth it, because these just sell so many that it's absolutely ridiculous. I think with running a very small ad budget, we were getting about 25 of these a day. And that wasn't even focusing ads on these. Now, when it comes to personalization, we also added a few other products here. We added, of course, all of the Christmas ornaments. You can get these round ones from, I believe, Printec, and you can also get them from Custom Cat, and they do a really nice job for us. Anyway, this is what they look like. They're just personalized in a whole bunch of different ways by first names and for dogs, and I don't think we have anyone for a cat. But anyway, you can see exactly what they look like. This just gives people a lot of choices. Okay, so we covered the mugs, the two ideas with the mugs. We've also taken a quick look at the Christmas ornaments. And of course, the other one that we want to take a look at is, which ones did we upload? Yeah, some of the Mother's Day. This is one of our big sellers here. And we put in 3 sizes, so 39, 43, and this is after the discount, $47.96, and then we are charging $8.95 for the shipping. Now, we have sold a couple at the $39.95 like that, the cheap price, but just about all of them go for the expensive, like for the bigger price. And what we noticed is, you know, giving the 3 options, this does look good because it shows a cheaper price in the ads and then the little plus sign there. We also split tested this with just putting in one size and the price and focusing on the actual size of this cutting board. And of course, we just put the design on a whole bunch of different backgrounds, just to give it a bit of a look, I guess. And let me just go back here. We also took some of our personalized. These do not sell as well. They still sell just fine, especially for Mother's Day. And at Christmas, they will sell quite well. Just very basic designs that we have on hand. And we just put them on there, and they can just enter all of their grandkids' names right here. Anyway, these are definitely great sellers. Here's another idea. This one has converted quite well for us. And then again, we just used different mock-ups to give it a bit of a look, so they see how thick the board is, the size of the board. This one looks good and converts really, really well. Let me see. If you put 100 years on your site, that's $20 for each style. I don't know that we cover 100 years of ages. I think that we basically covered about 25 to 65 on our main store that's selling these. I could be wrong. Matthew looked at or set those up. So let's see what we've got. Are the ornaments just one side? Yeah, they're just one side. Yeah, they're not double-sided. What color do you use for these cutting boards? I just use, all I do is I just use a color dropper on the darkest part of the grain here. And that's normally what we use for the hex code. When I have the mock-up in there, I just take the darkest burnt orange part here, and that's how we color this. So it's as dark as the darkest point on the board. I just zoom in and pick the very darkest spot. And that normally gives me the orange tone to it. Okay, let's, we're going to keep this one nice and short. So we're going to create a listing right now. And this will also show you how we increase our average order value. So let's just take one of the mugs here. I actually should have put the little video thing on there, but let's just duplicate one of these because it's going to be very, very similar. We're just going to change things up a little bit. Okay, so all I did was hit copy. And I'm going to do this. Okay, let's add the photos here. And let me just go to where I have these. And I have them stored right here. So I need to grab these. And as that's loading up, I made a quick video, nothing special, but oh, it is not wanting to cooperate. Well, let's carry on here. The spacing is nice. I've got the double image, the guy, single image, the girl, single image, another image. It's showing the different aspects of it here. And let's just go through and change things up a little bit. I need to figure out why this here is not. Man, I have never seen that happen. Let me just change this here up. So it's going to be so as you can see, this is how we're going to increase the average order value with personalization or with just regular designs. One way to create more listings is to create bundles. So instead of them buying a 15 or an 11 ounce, which is what we normally give them the option to do, here we actually give them a little bit of a deal and we encourage them to buy the set. Now, when it's custom image upload, this is something that is really quite popular. And when it comes to especially Christmas, Valentine's Day, not as much, but at Christmas, you'll find the sons and daughters and all the younger ones buying the set for the mom and the dad. And of course, you're selling two mugs at the same time. So setting up items as bundles, a t-shirt and a hat, think about anything that goes together. Here, we could make a whole bunch of variations. We could do a bundle where they each get an 11 ounce, a bundle where they each get a 15 ounce, or a bundle where they get a 15 and an 11. And like I said, at Christmas, this is just a really, really great seller. And I guess I'll just carry on with this and then I'll just save it. And we will see if I can get rid of that video. Custom coffee mug set. And I will go Christmas gift. And we'll also put in 11 ounce. And we'll go 15 ounce. I change up some of the words. I use mug and cup. And then we'll also throw in something simple like And we'll just go with something as simple as this. Okay, so it's already in mugs. It's already ceramic. This here is all good. White is the main color. I'm just duplicating this. 11 and 15 ounce. Okay, so that is good. I'm going to just quickly grab this title. And I'm just going to zip down here and just change this one right here. So that's all good. And I'm going to get rid of these tags. And I'm just going to make this one real nice and simple. We already, oops, let me just do this. So I will just copy this stuff right here, personalized coffee mug. We'll add that. I'm over 20 characters, so I'll just break it down. So I've got the keywords in there, so all is good. And we'll put in that it's a Christmas gift. And we'll put in coffee cup, and we'll put in 15 ounce coffee mug. And let's see what else we have here. Whoops. Custom image upload. And we'll actually call it a photo mug. And we'll call it a wedding mug. I'll probably actually just go up here and just throw in I'll throw that in there, and I'm just going to go and throw this in here. And that looks good to me. Let's just carry on. Renewal is automatic. It's physical. And I'm going to get rid of, and you should just quickly go through and touch up your titles so that it reflects what you're actually selling. Political mugs, we've got that all done. Now we are going to get rid of the variation. And we are going to, let me see, the best way is going to be to get rid of the variance completely. And let me see, edit variations and delete and update. And there we go. So now we are just going to charge, there are no variations. And we can actually go and take a look at the other mugs. But we can actually put this one here at 20 and 24 is going to be $44, and we'll probably let them save a couple dollars. So we'll probably go something like $42. And this is just sort of an example anyway. Now, when it comes to how much we're actually going to charge, it's going to be totally up to you. You know how much you charge for this, and I'll just put in a custom option here. Prices are going to be manual, dispatch United States, 3 to 5 business days, priority. We're actually going to charge $8.95. Give them a little bit of a break on that. And we'll probably do something like if they order another set, which I highly doubt they're going to. Everywhere else is going to be international. and it is going to be $19.95, and we'll probably go $15.95 if they order some extras. And that's about it. So it's showing here that we're charging $50.95. And what I'm going to do is publish this, and then I'm going to see if I can come in and get rid of that video to see what is up with that. Okay, so let's go to listings. Let me just renew this one. And why is it not showing up? It should be right at the very top. Let me try this one more time. Sometimes they're a little bit slow in having them show up. Let me see. I don't know how I will find this. Oh, actually, that would be under political mugs. Let's just see if it showed up here. I didn't change the category, which I should have. And we'll actually put this one here under, let's see, what do we have for? We've got a Christmas section. So let's see if we can go back in and find this one. It could just be delayed. Well, let's do this. Let's see if we can figure this one out. Political mugs. Now it'll probably show up. There it is. And we need to change this section. And we're in here now. So we are going to actually change this one. Let's see. This one, I'll just put it as inspirational. And choose the occasion. Let's see. Celebration. Christmas. I should have done these. And let's see. Section. We're going to change this one to Christmas. So everything is looking good. And it did delete that video, that crazy thing. Anyway, let's throw a video in here. And then we can see what this thing is going to look like. And then I need to apply the discounts to this one. And I'll show you that in a second, and then it's complete. And then we'll go right to some questions. And then we've covered some mugs and cutting boards and personalization options and the Christmas ornaments. And then tomorrow we'll focus on the round cutting boards, the rectangular cutting boards, the slate sublimation, stones, and maybe a couple of the other products, maybe barbecue sets and humidors. We'll show you some of those, and maybe even just some regular tumblers. We'll try and get a bunch loaded up so that you can see a fair comparison, because we make, probably 10 times as many sales when the items are personalized and when our thumbnails look good. Let's save this, and we should be off to the races. And then we can see what this one looks like, and then we'll take some questions. Let's see, is it even on there? Yeah, it is. Okay, so publish. And let's go into marketing, and we're going to go to sales and coupons. And let's make sure that we see this one show up here in Christmas. There it is. Save it. And now when we go and take a look in here, I'll refresh it and it should be moved, although it has not been moved yet. Oh, there we go. Okay, so this is what it is going to look like right here. This is the thumbnail. Of course, we're trying to be very descriptive with our thumbnail so they'll understand that, it's any photo. The arrow shows it going on to the mug. It says here set includes 111, 115 ounce. Upload any image. The one thing that we do need to do on this one is let's go back in here, because the one thing that we did not do, because this is all based on personalization, I need to make sure that I turn the personalization on. Okay, and the ad is turned on, which is good. And then we want to take a look here at, let's see, where are we seeing the personalization? Let me see here. Okay. Right here, personalization is on, and we're actually going to just put in right here. Oh, please enter. You want on the mugs, and send us an Etsy message with your photo. Please let us know. And okay, there we can see what it's going to look like. Publish, and let's go and take a look now with the personalization field added to it. And it is still not there. Give them a second. There it is. Add your personalization. This gives them the instructions and a place to put in their text, and then they just send the photo through an Etsy message, and we're off to the races. Once again, it looks pretty good, and we can see what the video looks like. Definitely not an award-winning video, but it's a video, and Etsy loves videos. And there we go. Let's take some questions and try and wrap up. We're over the 30 minutes, but we're going to try and get through these questions here right now. When you bundle two completely different products like a mug and a cap, how do you decide which one to set the attributes and categories for? Pick one of them, and that's about all you can do, is just pick it for one. And that's about all you can do. You can pick whichever shipping you want, priority or standard, or any way that you want to ship it. Do we worry about the quality of the photo, especially with the glass cutting boards? When it comes to a high ticket item, we normally through Etsy send them a proof, and they can take a look at it, and we just let them know, and you can put in the description, we print at the resolution provided. So the higher resolution photo you provide, the higher resolution product we will create. There we go. What do you do about the SKU members for this set? We don't, because Printex doesn't have any bundles, and we are shipping through Printex. And if you're going to custom cat or any of the other ones, you just have to do this manually, but make sure there's enough money in it so that you can place the order manually. Okay, the bamboo board, how do you change a photo into line drawing? Like I said, we just go to Fiverr, and we have a couple of people that we hired through Upwork when we got really busy. But we just go to Fiverr and we just give them the photo, and we just check for somebody on Fiverr who turns photos into line art. And the next day, we normally get 24-hour service. The next day, they drop us a line art. We put it on one of our mock-ups. We send it to them to proof. They give us an okay, and we place the order. That's why we end up charging a lot more money, because it does take more work and a little bit more time. But in the end, selling, there's no comparison in selling personalized to just funny mugs. You can go through here and you can see on the reviews, you will see how many personalized mugs we sell. And primarily this thing was all one design. It was just the funny Trump mug Father's Day running for a couple of weeks. And I think there was like about 230 sales we did off of that one. So is Printac going to charge on shipping for 2 different mug sizes? I don't know. Make sure that there's enough markup and ask Printac what they're going to do when you place an order for 2 mugs. That's their business. You have to check with not just Printac. It could be Custom Cat or whoever. You need to find out how much they're going to charge you. We're showing you how to sell things. If you have questions, I will actually, what I will do is I will invite the owner and our good buddy, Randy Park, to join us on the call tomorrow. So if you have questions about automation or how custom images or any of that works, if you want to ask him questions about shipping or products or masks or anything, I'll just get Randy on the call for 10 or 15 minutes tomorrow and we can ask questions. One big thing that everybody wants to know is, how do we do bundles? They may have a solution that I'm not aware of, or maybe they're working on a solution, but doing bundles is just a big deal. Maybe you can set up 2 SKUs. I have no idea. Okay. Let me see. Our good friend Michael says, you can always use Custom Happy for bundles and ornaments. 2-day turnaround and not expensive. Very good. I've never heard of Custom Happy, but hey, Custom Happy sounds pretty good. Oh, Charles, what is Gallowitz doing these days? I think he's just hanging out with the wife, doing his thing, living the dream. Okay, let's see. Do we have any other questions? If you have them, you can go ahead and ask. If not, we'll wrap up. And tomorrow we'll focus, like I said, on the slate stone, the round cutting board, the rectangular cutting board, and maybe a couple other products. And we'll try and bring Randy on. Actually, I'll just make sure that Randy is on the call tomorrow. So if we have any questions about bundles, we can ask tomorrow. Anyway, this is how we take care of personalization, and this is how you can increase your average order value. Anyway, that is it. Thanks for being on the call. We'll see you tomorrow. Same place, same time, and use the same link. And if you're on this call, the replay will be sent out within 4 hours. Anyway, that's it. Have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow. Take care.